Hi, everyone. I'm Ben Muzzy, sales manager at Spirit of 76 Fireworks. I appreciate you taking a moment to watch this video. I'm sure that some of you have heard of the challenges facing our industry. We want to take this opportunity to update you on what we are aware of, and John Bechtold, the owner of Spirit of 76 Fireworks, is going to talk about the difficulties facing our industry. He'll talk about the change in ocean freight costs, transit times, production, and what's happening at Spirit of 76. John is in constant communication with our Chinese suppliers and recently attended American Pyrotechnics Association, where the current challenges were covered in depth. And without further ado, our presenter, John Bechtold.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. The Spirit of 76 team and myself, we've been following the industry developments over the last couple of months, particular relation to China and to the United States. We thought it would be really good to reach out to our customers at this time, let all of our customers know what we know and what's going on in the fireworks industry. But first of all, I want to reflect back on 2020. As we look back at 2020, the consumer fireworks industry in the United States had a record year. Most all of our retailers reported dramatic increases in sales, many of them doubling their revenues from 2019 to 2020. With the outstanding sales, the remaining inventories for retailers and wholesalers in the United States was historically low. We sold out of most of the fireworks that we had. The U.S. fireworks industry placed large orders with China in July, August, September of 2020. Spirit of 76, we've been receiving some of those containers in since probably last August or September. We started getting containers in up till today. The majority of our containers to be received still need to be received. And for the industry as a whole, the big months when the containers will come into the United States will be in the April, May time period. That's the peak season when most of the containers or a lot of the containers come into the U.S. When we placed our orders with our Chinese suppliers last August, prices were not increased, or if they were, it was really a small increase, what we saw at that time. But the cost of fireworks in 2021 is going to significantly increase for this year. And there's two major factors I want to point out. One is the exchange rate. When we placed orders with China last August, the exchange rate was about 6.9 Chinese RMB to the US dollar. And today we're in the 6.4 range. That's a shift of 7 to 8%. So that's a big number. You need 7 to 8% more dollars to buy the same amount of fireworks. So that's a direct impact on the cost of fireworks. The second new driver of the price increase is the freight. When I say the freight, I'm talking about the ocean freight, transportation costs coming over from China to the United States. Last year, we paid maybe $11,000 per fireworks container coming into the country. And most recently, we're looking at, $21,000 per container, a big jump, almost double per container, $10,000, maybe an increase per container. There might be 1,000 cases on a container, that's $10 per case. And most recently, which added in, was that $3,600 upcharge that you see in the slide there. That just came over the last few weeks. We hope it doesn't, but we're prepared that additional $3,600 per container might continue through the 4th of July season. Now I want to talk a little bit about the ports in China. There's a lot of ports in China that export goods all over the world, but there's only two ports that handle the fireworks. One is Shanghai and the other is Hong Kong, which is supplied out of a feeder port called Beihai. We're thankful that both of these port facilities handle the fireworks, but at the same time, it can also be tricky getting fireworks processed through these ports. In recent months, there's been permitting issues with both port facilities. When those permits at those ports were expired, it backed up a lot of the fireworks trying to get shipped out of the country. They'll also withhold shipping in China, transportation during political meetings, or also if they have a major international expo or special event. The Hong Kong port was closed in October and November, and it was also opened in December. So we were able to ship some fireworks through that port in December, which was good. We got a lot of product in during that time period. And it's also been closed again since January. But we just received news that it will be reopening in March. So that is the plan. We're going to start importing fireworks through Hong Kong in March. That's really good news. And the other note here is that Shanghai was closed in September for a week and for a whole month in November. I just want to give you a quick briefing on the two ports that handle fireworks. I want to go over the different supply chain problems that are affecting the fireworks industry, and not only the fireworks industry, all products that are being imported from China to the United States. For fireworks in particular, though, the steamship lines have very limited space for fireworks. A number of steamship lines don't take fireworks. And then if they do take fireworks, they only take a limited number of containers of fireworks on a particular ship. So there's just not a lot of room for the fireworks containers on the ships. Container shortages, just because of the way the supply chain with all of the containers coming into the United States from China, there's a lot of containers in the United States that have not made it back to China. So there's an actual shortage of the physical containers in China getting back to be reloaded again. And that's directly related to a major increase in exports from China to the US in this time period. The photograph you see is Long Beach, Los Angeles area. And the port out there is backed up with containers. I read a recent news report. Last February, there was one container ship anchored offshore in LA, and there were 17 ships unloading at the docks. And most recently, there are 37 container ships anchored offshore and 27 unloading at the docks. So that gives you an idea of the scale of the backup with these containers, and it's impacting time it takes us to receive our fireworks. In normal times, it'll take 28 to 30 days for us to get our fireworks in from time of shipment in China. And right now it's very unpredictable, but we've had containers take as long as 60 days. It's a much longer time for us to receive those containers. And as we get closer to the 4th of July, that becomes a concern with those long delivery times. So now I'm just gonna try and give a forecast, the best I can do it, of what's gonna happen in the future. And I don't think anybody knows for sure. But overall, I think it's just going to take a while for this supply chain mess to clean up and organize it till we get back to more of a normal shipping system. Obviously, we're still experiencing COVID-19 outbreaks. Hopefully, we're on the right path in reopening, that there is some unpredictability with what COVID-19 will have in the first half of this year. We're in the Chinese New Year right now. During the Chinese New Year, the fireworks factories shut down. They don't make anything. They go on their holiday. Factories will pretty much close down for most of the month of February and then resume production at the end of the month. As I mentioned before, there's limited shipping space on these steamship lines, and there's a shortage of the containers. I have good news. Hong Kong will be reopening in March. There are some Chinese government meetings in March. Those are scheduled for March 5th to 15th. During that time period, usually the fireworks production is shut down or greatly limited, and also the transportation of fireworks can be restricted during that time period. From the very beginning of the meeting, I mentioned that there's just a record demand for fireworks from China this year because of the great sales we had last year. Shipping costs are unpredictable right now. We just got that $3,600 charge most recently. So we're just kind of taking it week to week on the shipping costs from what we used to be historically was very stable. Delivery times, as I mentioned earlier, are taking us significantly longer. We hope that gets back closer to that 30-day time period, but it's certainly backed up for now. We don't see that resolving itself in the near future. So let me talk about Spirit of 76 pricing. Historically, we would just release our price list for the whole season early in the year, have very little price changes or much movement to it, and we'd offer our entire product line. And with this season, it's the pricing, and particularly related to the freight rates, is too unpredictable for us to set the pricing. So what we will do is we're going to monitor those shipping rates throughout the season, and we are going to offer our inventory that's in our stock and available and in transit. What we have available now is not impacted by that $3,600 increase. That looks to be impacted on the containers we're going to be receiving in March. It's just that's just a situation we're in. We want to give the best pricing we can to our customers. That's why we're doing this program the way we can, because the inventory we have in stock now and on the water right now is not yet impacted by that extra expense. Wanted to update all of you on that. You know, the shortages for the industry, product shortages, it seems people in the industry just don't think there's enough time to get all of the product here into the US market for the upcoming seasons. Just a general forecast that there will be some fireworks shortages for 2021. I don't know if that's a 10% shortage or a 30% shortage. I think this would be a good year to perhaps buy some fireworks early, certainly be very good at taking care of your inventory, maybe being less selective, being willing to accept some items that maybe you'd rather you have your favorite items. This might be a year where you take your second favorite or third favorite in a particular product category just to get your orders filled. Anyways, that's all I have to share with you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate your business. I'll talk to you soon.
Well, thanks for that info, JB. Certainly appreciate you sharing that with us. And it just doesn't get any easier, does it? Well, I know that all of our clients, myself and the sales team, and everyone here at Spirit of 76 appreciate you doing all that you are to make sure that we get our needs taken care of. Folks, we want to share this information with you because in a continued effort to be transparent, we want you to be aware of what's going on out there and the options that are available to you so you can make the best decisions for your fireworks needs. One thing to point out, I know you saw the image of the price list on there. Just want to talk about that and what you're going to see on our website right now, because this is a little bit different than what we've done historically. Because of the volatile shipping prices right now and us not knowing what we're going to pay in the future, what we're selling right now and what's priced on our website are going to be items that are currently in stock and items that are on the water with a known shipping cost. So if you go to our website, you're going to see either a green dot, which means in stock, or a yellow dot, which means on water, and the estimated arrival date will be listed there. Those are the pieces that we can sell now, and we are going to hold our current prices and sell what we currently have available through March 3rd. After that, we're going to take a look at what it is that we're going to have to pay for incoming product, and we may have to adjust our prices. As it stands right now, it seems very likely that there will be a price increase. So I would encourage you to purchase what we have available now and then come back after that March 3rd date, see what more is on the website, and we'll be selling additional products at, again, a different price at that point, I would expect. If you're accustomed to our price lists, the green color dots aren't going to be there because those are on our website, but we do have a stock status column. If you're viewing the price list, you'll see that in stock is going to be listed with a price, as will anything that has a date listed. That date is going to be the expected arrival date. And for the products that would not be available for purchase on our website or reflect as on order, there is going to be a blacked out area for the pricing information. Those products will be part of our line. We just have to find out what we're going to pay to get them here, and then those will be priced. So it's dynamic on our website. That'll be updated in real time. If you're looking at a price list, that of course is static from the time it was downloaded. So I would encourage you to check out the website. As always, it's a fantastic resource, and we'll give you up-to-date pricing, up-to-date inventory values, videos, and a lot of other good pieces of information about the product as well. Thank you so much. We certainly appreciate your business here at Spirit of 76. Let us know if you have any questions. Our sales team is ready to help out however we can.